Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan, and today we had the boys on, Justin Thomas and Matt Levine. We interviewed Justin Thomas for about half an hour. Then we moved into recap in Boston because we all played on the same mixed team. We talked about the Toronto recap, and then we finished with questions from the people. That's it. Hope you guys enjoy. Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan, and today I got on with me Matt Levine and Phil Mickelson, Rookie of the Year, a man with 16 PGA Tour wins and currently ranked number 4 in the world of golf, Justin Thomas.
There was a time I could Google it myself, and then I came up, and then that guy came up, and he was doing great in golf. So
I was assuming that you knew who I was talking about.
I do know who you're talking about.
I don't think a lot of people actually would know that, though.
Fair. I feel like most people know like Tiger Woods, but I know him. He has my name.
But you are the Justin Thomas.
One of them. I feel like there are many of us.
The toughest guest to get on this pod so far.
Oh no, definitely not.
That's all the accolades.
Yeah, let's go through them. So, Justin, I'm going to put some spotlight on you. So, I asked you like 3 months ago to hop on, and you're like, no, I'm not good. So, since then, Justin has won the Ohio round, semi-pro. He's won semi-pro D-League, and also mixed no sting in Boston.
Thank you.
So, now we got Justin on the pod. He's good enough.
No, I definitely would not have been there if it wasn't for like my teammates. It's a team effort for sure.
Being too kind.
I'm not. It's true.
But boys, how are we doing today?
Good. Just got out of work, and that's always fun. And it gets
doing well. We got a lot of rain going on over here, but we're sheltered from it.
Nice.
So we're surviving through storm.
Still hurricane season?
Nah, not yet actually. Soon enough. Oh wait, actually I think it is. Hurricane season is really long. It's most of the year.
I think it ends in because I lived in Florida for like 6 years. I think it ends in September.
Something it's like late. I think it's late Q4 actually. I think it's like October, November, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's
Q4.
Yeah, the fiscal calendar.
You gave the hurricane season a fiscal calendar. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Most meteorologists they don't speak that way, but I'm hoping they transition one day.
I think you kind of know like how many hurricanes you've had though, just by like, all right, this is, I don't know, Hurricane Tina. And you're like, dude, we've had that many hurricanes this year so far.
Many names.
A lot of them.
It's ridiculous.
All right, boys. So I started a tradition last week where we had a hot dogs condiment draft. I don't think anyone's going to pick cheese for this one, but every single episode I want to have a draft. And today's draft, ice cream flavors. Are we ready?
Okay.
Am I catching you guys by surprise?
No. We can do ice cream flavors.
Were you thinking toppings?
No, okay, we got flavors.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I sent
ones.
you something different in the text. All right, so since you guys are my guests, I will go last. Who wants to go first?
Matt.
Let's go Justin first.
What?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I must have completely missed this one. I'm completely off guard. We get RPS, yeah, if you want.
All right.
All right, so we'll go 1, 2, 3.
First scissors, and then shoe. You got to say the shoe part.
Best out of 11.
Okay. Best out of 11.
No,
11. And that's gonna be the podcast. It's like rock, paper, scissors.
That'll just be the whole thing. Right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, says shoe.
Both scissors.
Mine may have been off camera. All right, go ahead. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, says shoe.
Oh, both rock.
All right. Try something new.
Rock. All right, Justin, do paper.
All right, I'll do paper. Rock, paper, scissors, says shoe.
Oh, he did it! He did it!
I didn't know you're actually gonna do it.
All right. For me, it's easy. It's gonna be chocolate. Just plain Chocolate. I feel like I'm as basic as that.
That's all right. It's your draft.
It's my draft. That's true.
It's your draft.
If it has chocolate in the title, can you still pick it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'll go as two. I'll do mint chocolate chip.
That was my one.
Ooh,
Shoot,
Demonte would never. Demonte would
but
never.
never bad taste.
And I should have prefaced this by saying it is a snake draft, 4 rounds. So everyone will have 4 picks.
Okay, so you got 2 in a row then.
Yeah. I will go cookie dough with my first and peanut butter cup with my second.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's a good one.
I'm a big peanut butter guy.
Big peanut butter guy, no jelly. I'm a big peanut butter guy too. We had 2 kilometers of peanut butter in
Kilometers.
Canada this past
Oh,
weekend.
man. You know what's still in my car? That
Is it still in there?
gigantic thing, that gigantic thing of peanut butter.
Respect. You never know when you're gonna need it.
True. Emergency peanut butter. You just never know.
Emergency. I'll go. Give me Rocky Road.
Ooh, that's a good
Got it.
Around.
For me, it's going to be strawberry, but there's a specific kind. It's called Tillamook, and I've only seen it like at like my local Stop and Shop. If you've never seen it before, I would recommend going to get like Tillamook. It's honestly a game changer. It's a little expensive, but I'd recommend it. That's what I'm going to go for. Strawberry Tillamook.
That's
I like
from
it.
Oregon, right? We went to the cheese, or we went to like the factory in Oregon or in
Oh,
Tillamook.
really? I
Yeah,
didn't know.
like 2
That's
years ago.
crazy.
Mhm.
Oh shoot, that's crazy. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
pretty
Okay.
cool.
Justin, your third pick?
You got 2 in a row.
Third pick is going to be Tillamook again, and it's going to be the raspberry pie. That one's really good too. God, they're all so good.
Matt?
Dang man, I don't eat ice cream this much. I'll go like brownie batter. Does that work? Is that a
That's
thing?
good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. And my last 2 picks, I will go cookies and cream, and I'll go butter pecan.
Mm,
Solid.
that's a safe one. That's such an adult pick. It's something my mom would pick.
I was thinking about going like, I don't know, pistachio or something like that. But I think I did the pizza toppings draft. I went like prosciutto and feta on the last one, and I don't think I got the people's vote because of it. And by people, I mean 2.
It's such a dad pick.
The dad pick.
Matt?
If this is illegal, I could pick something else. I'll go Neapolitan. I know Justin took chocolate already, so I don't know if that's allowed.
Neapolitan, that is illegal. You're right. Straight to jail.
Is that?
Cheese is not a flavor.
Cheese is not. Oh God.
If they did a hybrid crossover ever, that would have been. I wouldn't have even rock paper scissors. I would have just been like, yeah, I'll take first.
That's a collab right there. We need.
Yeah. No one's aware of it yet, but yeah.
And Justin, last pick.
Ooh, am I rounding it out? There was this sherbet that Brandon Officer was telling us about, and he got like a huge tub of it. I think Missy like sent it to him. I've never had it, but I trust his taste. So I'm gonna say that sherbet that was like a mango guava flavor. I'm gonna pick that. I'm gonna pick that. If he loves it that much, he's got to be right on that.
It sounds solid. That definitely sounds like an ice cream you have in the summer or like outside.
Yeah.
That sounds like a refreshing ice cream.
Yep. Trusted pick.
Hell yeah. So everyone comment down below who you think won the draft. Maybe I'll win this time. Probably not.
Get more than 2 votes this time, though.
Please. Did I throw that on you guys? I could have sworn I sent it in the group message. Maybe I didn't.
You definitely did send in the group text. Yeah, I saw it. I just didn't know what it meant. I thought it was just like for us in the group text. I didn't know it was something we're talking about. All
right, I feel a little bit better about that now.
50% of the guests saw it. That's good.
Here we go. All right, so this is what we will do for the layout of the show. We will do questions for Justin, Then we'll do a little mixed recap of Boston. We'll do a Toronto recap, and then we'll go into questions from the people. Sound good?
Love it.
Do it.
All right. Questions for Justin. Justin, how did you get into dodgeball?
Um, I I got into dodgeball at like a very sensitive time in my life. There were just a lot of changes going on. Things just didn't seem very stable. So I needed to like just find a way to like fill the void, to be honest. I was going through like, heartbreak, I guess. So it was my days were just work and then coming back from work and then resting up only to go to work again the next day. I was going to school also, so it just wasn't very fun. So I was, I just went home one day and I just Googled things to do on Long Island. I'm from Queens, but Long Island's like right there for me, and it's drivable for me. And that's like when I came across LA Kick, and LA Kick is like the adults recreational social league. It's run by Sal Ferrugia. I love Sal. Honestly, wouldn't be where I was with dodgeball with any adult sports right now if it wasn't for Sal. And I saw that they had dodgeball. And so I registered for a dodgeball league that started in January of last year. And I thought it was just like, one of those just like fun recreational things that we did, back when we were like in middle school or elementary school. And little did I know that it was way more competitive than I thought it was. Um, so I started playing that in that league. I was on a free agent team with a bunch of other people who were new to dodgeball. Noah Flom was on it. He's a fantastic, strong player. Even back then, he was, and he's only grown so much now. And the captain of my free agent team was Dylan Cruz, right? So that's how I met Dylan Cruz, and it was right before Worlds. So he was practicing a lot. He was traveling a lot. So he didn't really always show up because he was committed to Worlds. But that was like my first taste of dodgeball. And the very first night we had league, Shota came, and it was Shota and Dylan. They were just like going at it with each other in one of our like first games, and I had no idea who Shota was. And if you met Shota but didn't really know like what Shota is capable of on the court as a dodgeballer, you kind of just see is like he's this funny kid, right? So him and Dylan were like going at it, and like I just threw the ball at Shota and he got out, right? And then it was like the next set, same thing. Him and Dylan are going at it. They're bros. They're going at it, and I just throw it again and get him out a second time. So he played a total of maybe like 15 or 20 seconds during when both of our team, Dylan's team and Shota's team, were like going at it. And then like that's all I knew of Shota. And then I see Worlds and I see Shota going off and Dylan going off in Worlds, and I'm like, oh my god, that was them. That's incredible. So that's how I started dodgeball, and the competitive aspect of it really didn't hit me until like a truck, until I was like waking up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning just to watch these guys, play in Austria. Right. That's when I saw the level of competitiveness, and I'm like, yeah, these are guys I want to support. These are guys I want to see succeed. Um, so long story short, that is how I got into it, and how I just like stayed in it, I guess.
Is that how you knew you're hooked when you're waking up at like 3 or 4 in the morning watching these
Yeah,
tournaments?
yeah. Like these are guys who are committed to the craft, they're committed to the community. And I just knew that they're people I want to support. They're people whose back I have, who I want to see succeed. So if it meant waking up that early, getting clips of them, going off at Worlds, going off in Austria because they're sacrificing so much to represent the country, then then so be it. I can support them that way. And yeah, that's how I knew I was hooked. That's how I came to see that it was more than just this backyard school ground game, and something much more profound, something much more important.
Yeah, I mean, I find myself plenty of times last year just waking up first thing in the morning, making breakfast. I got the stream on the TV. My wife was pregnant, and she's like, "What are you watching?" And I'm just like, Worlds. And then she's just like, "Do you have to watch this early in the morning? You watched it all day yesterday." I'm like, "Yes, I actually do. Like, I'll put it on the
I do.
iPad, but I'm watching this."
Yeah, yeah. And it was incredible. It really is like incredible to like know them at that level where you just like play every week and then seeing them at that stage. It's just great to know people like that and support people like that.
It's kind of like this weekend. So unfortunately, I couldn't make Toronto, but we did a watch party for Nutmeg on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm.
Shout out Boss because she joined on Sunday, and we were watching
Hmm.
you guys all play, and it was fun as shit. And I had so much FOMO, but I was like, you know what? If I can't play, I definitely want to watch, and I want to watch with my friends.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that.
There was a lot of Twisted Tea consumed. A
That's
lot.
great, right? Like that's awesome. Most people just like, watch like Netflix or maybe like a random YouTube video, but like you're coming together as a community with your friends and cheering your other, other friends on, and watching everything that they do, celebrating. I love that so much. I can't believe that there's a community like this. It's insane.
It was definitely sick. I've never done a watch party like that for a tournament just because I'm at all of them. But unfortunately, couldn't do Toronto and I can't do Dallas either. So I think we're definitely gonna do another one. But yeah, it was awesome. I mean, Nutmeg community is great and people want to learn. So we're watching it all together. Like they can ask questions. Sometimes I'll pause something and rewind it 10 seconds and be like,
Yeah.
hey, watch this because this happens because of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great film study too. You're coming to nationals though, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay. It's just Dallas. You can't make.
just Dallas. So I'd like semi-pro, national, semi-pro, semi-pro, and then like the FDC. I think I want to do this year.
Okay, okay.
Definitely want to do this year. But enough about me. So talk about your community. I know you kind of touched on it before, but what type of sports does Long Island Kick do? And
Yeah.
like explain what the D League is, and then semi-pro if you don't mind.
Ooh, okay. LA Kick has a lot of sports. Dodgeball is definitely the one I'm talking about. They have kickball. They just started softball, so that's really cool. Ultimate Frisbee. They have a lot. um, and then we have the LA Kick Semi-Pro, which is like every month. It's you have your own set franchise, and that franchise plays every tournament every month. You can cut players, you can add players on or draft players on, and it's kind of like a battle for the belt every single month. So that's what semi-pro is. People get really, really involved. We have a lot of people coming from all over the country, right? We had Matt coming from Florida. We had Jeff Giovinco. We had Brandon Kelly coming from Boston. So it's only getting bigger and bigger every single time. It's only the second year we're having semi-pro as well. So there's so much growth, and a lot of it is Sal. A lot of it is Giancarlo. Giancarlo is doing an incredible job. He brought dodgeball to Long Island. We definitely wouldn't have dodgeball where it is if it wasn't for Giancarlo, if it wasn't for Dylan Cruz making it very, very competitive. There's so many hands at play at what we have right now, and I'm just super grateful that everyone's like working together and really putting their effort into it.
I
Um,
love it. And I definitely think you can see like tournament by tournament or season by season. Like last year, I think there was like 6 teams, and then we went to 7. But
yeah,
this year, there's more players, there's more, teams, there's more competitive players. So like in semi-pro this year that we didn't have last year, we have like Zach Fernald, Dan
mm,
Fernald showed up. We got Jesse, we got Quan, Taylor,
yeah.
uh, Kara, she's coming from California, so she's on a team now. So there's people literally all over the country flying out to Long Island. You got Enriquez who lives in Texas now. He flies up. So you
Yeah.
have people all over the country traveling to Long Island, and it's just people throwing balls at each other and making each other better.
We do have some international players that are interested, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh,
I'll keep that to myself though.
oh man, we're gonna have like Team Canada
I'll,
or
I'll
Team
keep that to myself.
Bro. Is Team Malaysia gonna show up?
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah, surprise guests coming on.
But it's for the second year, it's only getting bigger and better. Dude, we do film study, we do team-centric practices, right before the semi-pro tournaments. I'm so excited to see where it goes from here, honestly.
So let's build on that. So how often do you play every week?
Personally, lately, I feel like there's been like a tournament every week. I feel like Bo and I can like both attribute to like having a tournament to go to all the time. And honestly, it's kind of like what makes it super fun. Uh, but outside of tournaments, we have our competitive practices that I organize. It's me with Dylan. So it's no wins and losses at this point. We're just, just going at it, scrimmaging for 2 hours, 3 hours, honestly, until everyone's too tired to even like get on the court. That's how long we have to just play. So that's Mondays, and then Thursdays, LA Kick has like a recreational league. It's on turf. But I go into New York City and I play in at New York Dodgeball, which is like owned by Tim Wells, and they're doing a cloth league right now. So technically, I should be there right now, but
Oh,
it's okay. I already told them.
damn.
Already
My
told them.
bad. My
Already told
bad.
them.
Fuck.
No.
Justin just big lead him. God damn it.
But it's a cloth league, and honestly, everyone there is so talented, right? And like you play for a full hour of cloth, and I feel like that's a ball type I want to get more involved in and have more experience in, especially with API coming up later this year. I'd like to do better. I'd like to do well at API cloth. So that's pretty much it. It's just Monday competitive practices, and then New York Dodgeball Cloth League.
So talk about your Thursday. So that would be New York City Dodgeball. So that's like the Empire girls. So like Sarah Wood and then Katie Foreman. And then you said Tim Wells, Tenny.
Yeah, so it's New York Dodgeball. It's owned by Tim Wells. We have Tenny there. Tenny is honestly a beast at anything dodgeball related. But if you see him in cloth, incredible. He's
Yeah,
incredible to watch.
he's got fucking hands.
And then Sarah is awesome too. Sarah is like catching everything. Her movement's insane. One of the cool things about about that venue is there's a gallery up top. So you can actually like watch people as they play and move around. And I do like a lot of recording for them to like show like get like highlights and stuff. But it's a great way to assess how people play cloth. People are playing with strategies. It's just I feel like every time I go there, I feel like I'm getting better and better at cloth, and that's the point. So
I love it. Do you remember your first dodgeball tournament?
my first dodgeball tournament, I had to go into the LA Kick website to see. It was Midnight Madness last.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, that was my first dodgeball tournament. It was with Derek and Sierra,
Okay.
and we were undefeated. I think we were undefeated in round robin, and then I think we lost in playoffs. I was still very brand new, so it was a hard carry by like Derek and Sierra. They were carrying me hard. But that was my first tournament, and that was such a great time. And I would attribute that tournament to me being wanting to get better, wanting to me to do more tournaments in the future. It was definitely with Sierra and Derek.
That was definitely a memorable tournament for me because that's the first time I played with Taylor. I'm sorry, that was the second time I played with Taylor Geen. And then I also played with Jacob. We had some guy on our team named Fish, had Henry, Giancarlo, Allen. My brother Tyler went out there, but
Tyler, yeah.
yeah, that was a fun tournament. But it was Matt, it was the night before the Super Bowl. So it was literally midnight madness. So you like drive home like 3 hours back to Connecticut, sleep, and then was it that was okay, so the Eagles were not in the Super Bowl that year. It was the year before that where they got cooked. Right? Or am I misremembering?
No, the 2024 Super Bowl or this most recent one?
It would be the 2024.
Yeah.
What is that? Chiefs Niners, I think.
I think so, right? That sounds about right.
I'm pretty sure that was like the Mecole Hart, the overtime one.
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
Because I think that's right. Yeah, because that would have been the day after the Arizona round actually that year too. So I remember being in like really close to the Grand Canyon in some like remote cabin that we found, some like bar sort of area thing. It was a cabin themed bar.
What?
It's in like the middle of nowhere. It was sick. I wish I knew what it was called. I'd probably have to dig some photos up to find that. But
the desert, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. That'll work.
Some cabin that we found. What the
Yeah.
In the
Some
desert
cabin in the
in
woods.
Arizona.
Yeah. Somewhere out there. Somewhere out west.
I was not expecting that answer.
I
Yeah,
was I wish I could help you guys out more. I feel like I'm better at this when I have like money on the line and I'm doing like some fantasy football thing, right? I don't think I had a parlay or anything going on.
Uh,
So I know the Eagles Chiefs last year because Caden was like 2 weeks old and I was super fucking scared that the Eagles were going to get cooked again by the Chiefs. And I wouldn't say cooked, like they lost on like what a field goal with 2 seconds left 2 years before that. But that's how I remember that anyways.
That's funny.
But back to Justin. So Justin, you've been playing for about 2 years now competitively. You've been traveling
not
literally
even, to be
the
honest.
country. So
It's been a little over a year actually.
okay, a little over a year, but you've been traveling like you've been playing for 10 years. So what's
So
the coolest city you think you've been to so far?
the coolest city, oh God, everyone's gonna want to say it's their city.
Do not
I'm
say
gonna have
Middletown,
to,
Connecticut.
yeah, with the boiled burgers. Sean's like the cuisine here is boiled burgers, and we all went out to get. Were you there with us?
Oh, steamed cheeseburgers. You guys went?
Oh God, yes.
And
It was a dry hockey puck, buddy.
the cheese too. The cheese that's steamed, not the greatest.
For me, it's probably going to be right now. It's Seattle. I love Seattle. I don't usually take like a week off from work, but for Seattle, I definitely wanted to because there's so many dodgeball opportunities. It's an incredibly large community, and I wanted to like hang out with Lucas. I wanted to hang out with Shota, and like see what Seattle has to offer. And there's something dodgeball related every single day of the week in Seattle. And I was like, listen, I want to do it. I want to go there for a week and do something dodgeball related every single week, whether it's a regular practice, whether it's like playing on the tennis court, whether it's like a secret practice, right? Like I just wanted to be involved. And that was also the week where it was like feeling like 120 degrees in New York. So you can imagine my relief. Like I was leaving like at 3 o'clock in the morning from New York. It was so hot at 3 a.m. I was like sweating. And then I finally get to Seattle and it's beautiful. It was like 73 degrees. It was so easy to breathe. It was like not humid at all. You can see Mount Rainier. It was Seattle feels like a fever dream because it was just so beautiful.
It really was.
It really, it
Uh,
was gorgeous.
Connecticut has mountains and stuff too, but I mean, I remember being on the highway and talking to my Uber driver and just staring at the mountain. I'm like, that's crazy. I don't know
It
what mountain it
looks
was. There's one mountain. I'm like, wow.
like Mount Rainier. It looked photoshopped. It looked like it was photoshopped in real life, real time for me. And I went and showed it to like Pike's Marketplace, and we were like, having like oyster shots, and like scallops fresh from the shell. It was fun. We went to like the Space Needle and got like had time to like spend with Lucas. It was honestly one of the best weeks for me. Definitely a core memory for me as well, because it was like every day was something new and something cool, And that was like my second time on the West Coast also. So Seattle for me has like a special place for me, a special place for my heart as well. Definitely.
That community is absolutely insane. So I kind of had what I thought was a good understanding of that community. And then I went out there and I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like there
Yeah.
is so many players here that like I knew like the big names like Brandon Officer and like John Bell and Lucas and
Yeah.
all those players, showed up like when he was living out there. But I'm like, wow. So I kind of have gone down a little rabbit hole of old Rushdown podcasts
Mm-hmm.
episodes. So I was listening to the Brandon Officer one yesterday. And the one with Missy and Lucas is so good. I've listened to it
Yes.
numerous times.
Yeah. It was Missy, Lucas, and Hung. Like they were, and the way they like just like support each other, the way this community like comes together during those like times of like tournaments. Everyone is like helping in some kind of way, and like just there for each other. I just love it so much. Like the amount of times people were asking, "Hey, do you have a place to stay? Hey, you want to stay with me?" Like stuff like that, or like, "Justin, what are you doing?" Like I loved it so much. And then you have the Vancouver Dodgeball League only like 2 hours away too. So like that's another huge, strong community that's within their vicinity. You got like, you got the Portland dodgeballers as well. It's yeah, it was fantastic. Also, the talent in the recreational league is deep. Like I just went through their rec night. It was like they're holding their finals. And I don't know if you saw, but I was like recording for Lou as well, just to like, just to help them out and just like put Seattle out there. And dude, the talent is so good in Seattle. Like these guys are always, could you imagine playing against like Shota and Lucas and like Brandon like every week, like everyone else steps up to the occasion and gets so much better in that kind of like environment. And it was beautiful to see. It was so good to see.
They have like the class boys out there too.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
A
So
ton.
good. So good. Justin was incredible. Like everybody was just so talented. They should be proud. They should, that's what I'm getting at. They should definitely be proud about what they have.
That is like definitely the top of the line communities of dodgeball. I think in the entire country. I don't even think it's fucking close.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. And
Long Island is two for me.
Yeah.
Long Island and Philly are right there.
This is how Beast Coast came about. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
But yeah, that Missy episode was so sick, and it was actually kind of inspiring for me, and that's why I had Sam and Frankie on right before Beast
yeah.
Coast, and
Yeah.
then I also had Claire and Abby on because I'm like, there's so much shit behind the scenes that I've thought of, but to
Mhm.
sit down and listen to like a 2 hour interview, I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. So I want to give them their flowers and have them explain everything that goes on behind the scenes, so people can watch, they can listen, they could have a different perspective, help, volunteer, like just do whatever they can to help these
Yeah.
tournaments be ran more smoothly.
Yeah, and like kudos to you because things like podcasts like this, like thing you bringing out people to talk about their experience, how they do things, it allows others to know who to reach out to, right? It makes things that much more accessible if someone else wants to like run a rec league that like they do, with like Philly does, like Sam Saber does, or like Lou does, like it just makes these people so much more accessible, much easier to network with. So kudos to you on that. That's a great job for sure.
Thank you. The one thing that was like really eye opening to me was listening to Missy and Lou talk about how there are always volunteers, but they'll just show up to the gym and they don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about how they have the volunteer sheet, which they posted on
Yep.
Facebook, where people can volunteer for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, that is so fucking smart, but it's something you would never think of.
Yeah,
Like me
yeah. Just
personally, I would never think of that.
I wouldn't have either. I wouldn't have either.
Have you had a welcome to dodgeball moment yet?
Yeah, my welcome to dodgeball moment was our first cloth practice in Long Island. Uh, I wanted to do more cloth instead of just foam, like because I think there was a cloth round coming up in the near future. And this is when I really didn't know Quan too much or too well. I know, I know.
I know it's gonna be my guess.
Figured that was where this was
I
going.
thought like I didn't really know who Quan was too much. I know he was like knew was like Dylan's friend, and then the way he whips that cloth ball is crazy. So he was like taking Taylor out, and then I was like next on line, and then he like threw a bullet at my head. I caught it, but like at what cost,
A concussion.
Concussion probably. And I was like, oh, I got blessed by Quan.
Yikes. Yeah, we
That's
played
my
Pittman. We played Pittman last year for cloth, and I was on the same team as him. And I was watching this man put in fucking work. And I'm like, I am so glad I am on this side of the court.
Ace of Spades.
Yeah, Quan's a beast.
That's another guy I super appreciate for sure. Yeah.
What is your favorite ball type and what is your least favorite ball type and why?
In terms of favorite ball type, for me it's foam, only because I started out with foam. But I do want to get better at cloth with more opportunities. No sting apparently is something I'm pretty decent at. Especially with these new bottom balls. I don't know, it's just very catchy for me. I feel like it just, even when I don't want to catch it, I'm catching it. um favorite is foam. I don't have a least favorite. I think I like them all.
Speaking of foam, so I think a lot of people will be watching this that are playing this weekend. So we are playing with the new bat and balls on Sunday. I don't know if you knew that, Justin.
I did know that. Yeah, I did know that. They're very accessible to get. They last longer.
Way longer.
Yeah. So as someone who has like a good supply of the Joy Light balls and knows that they wear through pretty quickly, I'm sorry, they do. I'm happy. I'm happy that they're also accessible. Like I can just order it and it comes like within a week. So I'm yeah, good.
Hell yeah. I forewarned my team today. I'm like, hey, if you haven't played the bat and balls, like just be ready for them. I know that technically they're not heavier, but they do feel a little bit heavier. I think if
Hmm.
you have a big arm, that it's something that I think you would enjoy. But I think if you have like a middle tier arm or a weaker arm, I think you
Hmm.
might throw like 20 or 30 times and your elbow might start feeling a little bit
Yeah.
funny or your forearm will start to like tighten up a little bit.
They have a great tail. Like the bottom balls. So far the strongest arm I've seen with the bottom foam balls was Logan. Logan was so impressive in Seattle.
Yeah, we played in Seattle together. Yeah.
Like the way he's able to whip that ball, geez, he's very, very good.
Logan and Eli were warming up, and I was behind Logan, and I'm just watching the ball S in the air, like 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet.
Yeah.
Um, and also Glenn is like amazing. He's good with every ball type, obviously, but
Yeah.
with these balls, Matt can attest. In Minnesota, that was our papa.
Oh, Glenn, yeah, yeah, I'd say so. Our first experience with those, and yeah, that was a rough playoff matchup.
You guys said happy birthday to Glenn, right? That's your dad.
Well, he told us before finals. He's like, "Hey, win this for my birthday." I'm like, "All right, let's do it." That's why we did it.
I love that.
That was our gift to him.
Hell yeah. Do you have any current goals?
For me, my goals are to, strengthen our community. Definitely have more women play dodgeball. Uh, we have Kara now. She's a New Yorker now, so I love that we have Kara.
Wait. She lives in New York now?
She's New York now, baby.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Already recruiting.
I'm recruiting. I'm recruiting.
Another girl to be scared of.
We always need girls. We always need strong girls who are willing to teach and coach, the newcomers. So strengthening the community for sure, being more competitive for sure. When because traveling for dodgeball, it's an expensive endeavor, right? Like you're putting a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money into traveling. And when we travel, we want to win, right? For sure. So that's definitely one of our goals. Nikki, Gio, Dylan, me, Quan. Like we want Long Island to get stronger. We want us to go out and win more often and be a force. So that's definitely a big goal for me in terms of dodgeball.
Love to hear it. And last question for you. I feel like you record at every tournament. You see that phone out, like you're by the side of the court, you're in the huddles. I love to see it. Um, what's the coolest thing you think you've got on camera so far? And you had a pretty cool one I think you posted today of Josh Eustace.
Yeah, dude, I have like 500 clips from this last weekend. Like
How long does it take you to go through all that?
2 to 3 business weeks.
That's believable, honestly.
Yeah, because like you have to because they're long videos and you kind of just like to clip them out. But like, I do work also, so it does take a lot of time. I do plan on like making a compilation and stuff. The best clips I got, it would have to be from kickoff, this past kickoff between Outsiders and Shred. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was like a really awesome game to watch. It was like a really crazy back and forth. Dylan was going off, Elijah was doing insane stuff, Logan was popping off, and it was like a really great back and forth. So it's not really like one or two highlights, but it was just like every throw had a counter, and that counter had a counter, and that counter had a counter. It was like there's just so much happening. Your hands and eyes had to move at all times to track the ball and to make it watchable. That's definitely one of my favorite things. I wish I had the 1v5 of Jordan Shelley against Hex.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Yeah, that would have been my all-time if I was recording. I was on Jordan's team, so I was too busy making sure Jordan got the ball to say sort of, to clutch it up, to record. But that would have been an all-time. That's one of my all-times for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
fuck. That would have been a
mostly
really good one.
mostly because of like the personal, that was my first gold also, and a lot of that is the precision guys, Marcus, Jordan clutching that up. So that would just mean a lot to me if I had that on film. But that would have been definitely a highlight that I would have loved to have.
For sure. There was that game of the championship where I had a nice comeback and I was watching it back from my phone on the stream. And then I see you in the background with your phone out, and I'm like, I need that angle. And of course you had it and you sent it, and it was definitely a good angle. So I appreciate that.
It's so funny how this came out to be. I didn't like go in intending to like record everything. It's just I felt like there were a lot of cool things that people should be proud of. And it's so hard to like do a cool play or do something that you're proud of doing in a game, but not have it being able to like find the right angles. So I just thought like, hey, listen, if I'm standing here watching the game, why not just pull out my phone and just help record? Right? Maybe I find something cool and I'll just send it your way, right? Like that's something that you can be proud of, right? And it's also a great way to make friends and connections, right? Like
True, yeah.
I would say 90% of the people I meet are because I have like a cool highlight of them. And I'm like, hey, listen, this was pretty awesome. Let me share it with you. By the way, I'm Justin, right? It's like
$20. No, I'm playing.
20 bucks,
Yeah,
right?
monetize that.
But like it's just a nice way to build community and draw those connections. And it's easy to do. I feel like anyone could do it. I don't think what I do is special at all. But it's a great way to celebrate the people in your community.
I think it's awesome that you do it because I mean, obviously, people aren't there, then they want to watch it, or if they're there in person, maybe they want to see a different angle, right? So like,
Yeah.
they obviously have at least one court being streamed, sometimes two. I feel like a lot of people have GoPros, but I don't really think anyone has like a phone other than like Xander and Bo sometimes have their cameras out taking videos, but
Yeah.
I don't really see anything like on the court being
Yeah.
recorded.
It's also like in my pocket, and it's easy to flick around and able to also easy to like track the ball for me. They do a great job, of course, with their really with their cameras, but it's I tried to do it once and on Xander's camera, it was just so heavy. But everyone has like something that they're doing in terms of like bringing the sport into light, right? And we all have our own different ways of doing it and showing appreciation of the people who are doing it. So, yeah.
It's awesome that you do it. Let's transition into the Boston mixed recap. So I don't really have a ton of notes for this, boys. This was the second division on that Saturday, then we played the throwdown afterwards. But we did all play together.
We did, didn't we?
We did.
It's a good time.
Cheese It Man pulled up.
I love how that happened. It was just like a conversation. I was like, yeah, I was looking for a mixed team.
It worked out really well.
Really well.
It was great. It was great timing, both sides. It's meant to be.
Hey.
Honestly, yeah.
Good.
So let's go over our roster. So it was us three guys on the Zoom right now. And then we had Steve Decker. And then for females, we had Shannon, Matt's wife. We had Mackenzie. And we had Amanda. Am I missing anyone?
No, that's it.
I
Okay.
don't think so. Yeah.
I was like,
That's it.
shit, dude, we have 3 girls or 4?
That's
We
it.
were trying at one point to go 4-4, but it didn't happen. We were 3-3 till the day of, and then and it worked out.
Yeah, honestly, it worked out. Does anyone want to start? We don't have to go through like series by series because that happened way too long ago for me to remember, even though it was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I remember it was like our first. If you started, we could just do round robin quick. It was our first match. Was what Yakuza? I want to say. Am I saying that
Yakuza,
right?
Tenny's, yeah, with Tenny.
Yes.
Done,
I think we went up early. I thought we were up like 3-1 something early on. We ended up We ended up kind of going a little too slow towards the end, and I believe we tied. We actually tied our first round robin 4-4, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
We had probably 4 or 5 other matches throughout round robin. I don't think we dropped any other ones the rest of
No,
the
we
day,
won all the other
but
ones. Yeah.
yeah. So we probably finished round robin 4-0-1 or 5-0-1. I couldn't. I don't even remember how many matches we had. Uh, but I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Though you start slow in round robin. Sometimes you're not quite. Whether it's fatigue from the day before, whether it's just you need to get warmed up a little more, whatever the reason might be. But we were clicking by the time round robin was over, I would say.
Yeah. Our teamwork was great. Like I feel like it was just so easy to communicate with everybody
Yeah.
on the team,
Yep.
right? And like it was so supportive and friendly. I loved it so much.
I think it was really good too because we had like Mackenzie and Amanda and Decker, and obviously they all have good chemistry because they're from Boston.
Mhm.
But they were fresh because they didn't play the division beforehand.
Oh, is that true? I
True.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It helps because you can almost lean on the people. Like, if you have people that played a ton earlier in the day or the day before, and you have others that are you see this a lot actually. Sometimes it's strategic, sometimes it's just how it ends up. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of lean on some of those people that are more fresh or that aren't quite as fatigued, coming into the division.
Hmm.
So works well.
Everyone played so well too. Like everyone was oh God, everyone was just so impressive to like play alongside and watch, you know? I love that. I love that. That was also my first mixed USA dodgeball team. Is that
Ever?
crazy? Yes.
Bro,
I've
honestly,
never played mixed before on USA
One
dodgeball.
for one.
you're not gonna like this. You might have to retire. It's literally one for one for mixed.
I mean, the way people keep like hating on those thing, we might not have another co-ed. I don't know. Depends on how the next vote goes, but
I know everyone says that they're hating on no sting, but like the majority of people I talk to do like no sting. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Especially with boasting Tilly at the helm, you know?
yeah,
True. That'd be the guy leading the parade. Like, no,
Right?
we need no sing.
we need it. Necessity.
And
It's
I'll be
not
right
gonna, I
next to
don't
him
think
for cloth.
it's gonna
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you kind of just went through round robin a little bit there. For playoffs, do you remember who we played first?
I might have these mixed. I want to say it was acid. Does that sound right or no?
Acid sounds right. I can pull it up. 1 second.
That was either I want to say that was either one of our last round robin series or that was our first playoff one. Did we?
I think we
Yeah.
played them in the last round robin series because I
Was it?
believe they lost to Just Happy in the semis.
Okay, you might be right.
Oh no, our first one was against Blackout. It's our Long Island team.
Okay,
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Oh, I remember because we played them and then we were playing them again.
played him
Uh,
twice, right? Yeah.
right, twice.
Okay.
We won 6-1. That was a good game. That was a fun game. I love those guys.
Nice.
That's our Long Island crew.
Who was on that team, Justin?
That's Tom. I think Quinn was on it. I think we had
Jacob?
Jacob was on it. Gio Mayo was on it.
Cole?
Cole was on it. Yeah, you got it. You remember. You got it. Yeah. That sounds right.
His last name legitimately is Mayo.
Oh, yeah, Mayo.
That's sick.
Kevin Kimmick was there. I said Quinn, right? Quinn was there.
Yep.
That should be the whole squad, yeah. And then
Hell
after
yeah.
that, we played Chimera or Chimera, as Dylan and you and Nikki call it.
And there was playoffs. So we had four playoff series then, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then, yeah, I don't remember
What-
who. This is a
whatever that-
terrible recap on my part.
No,
No,
it's,
I got it. I got it.
I thought the best. I thought our most competitive series, our best series was whatever that Will Bethard,
Mother
Tim Wells,
Cluster.
That was semis.
Mother Cluster. That's it. Yeah, I
That
was
was
trying to think of that team name. That was a good team. A
that
lot
was
of
an
fun playing against them.
incredible team.
Yeah.
That was a strong team.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have they didn't have a seventh player. They only had six players.
It's six.
They were playing
Okay.
every single game. If I remember correctly, before that, I had a feeling we were going to play them, So I was like, hey guys, just make me. I'm gonna run for every single ball, uh, on every other team. That way, you guys are fresh. Let me just let me workhorse this so you guys are fresh for semis and finals. Yeah,
We're
Mother
cooking.
Cluster was a strong team.
Mm-hmm.
That series was super close too in the beginning. What was the final score, Justin?
5-3.
5-3.
5-3 sounds right. Well, remember
Yeah,
I think we were up like we were up like 5-2. I want to say towards the end, and we remember they had that comeback.
they were
That
coming
kind of
back.
started,
Yeah, yeah,
and I know it was 4-2, and we had to play out that no block game.
yeah. It was a very close game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to say Carla caught Mackenzie, and then we lost that, and then we had to play another game right after. But yeah,
That
I think
sounds
it was like 1-1, then 2-2, and then they kept on giving us like 4 balls when we were going up to the front line. Just one pump fake. All right, ball comes over. Now we're
yeah,
Yeah.
killing whoever has the ball in their hand, and that's kind of where we took over. But up to that point, it was extremely close.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure, for sure.
Really good series.
And then we play just happy in the finals. Matt
Ooh.
fucking cooked.
That was a fun series. That was good.
It was good.
It was cool. Like I don't know, it was interesting. It was like I said, it was partially out of fatigue, but we swapped corners a little bit. Like I ran over to the left, and truthfully, I don't care. Like I'll play either side. I'll go in front of whoever. Doesn't really matter. But it was primarily because just because of fatigue, trying to save legs overall. But yeah, it worked really well. I think we all had some big plays. Ryan won that 1-on-1 against Bo. Uh, game 3, game 4, I want to say.
I think it was
That was
game
big.
4.
Mhm.
And also, so originally it was a 2v1 with Mackenzie and I against Dylan. And
Yep.
then we both threw at Dylan. I staggered it a little bit to where Dylan caught Mackenzie, but I got Dylan out right afterwards. And then that's when Bo came in.
Mm-hmm.
But that series was super close too. And I think I think we swapped corners and semis.
That sounds right. Because I remember playing against. I was across from Will on
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
Mother Cluster
Yeah,
series. So yeah, that was. Yeah,
that
I don't
is
know
one
why
of
we
the
just randomly chose the middle halfway through, but it worked. I don't know why we didn't start earlier, but
Yeah.
one of the
It's a
most
lot to run up every single time off the rush, especially because we played men's before that and you play right corner.
yeah,
one of the most adorable things was on NPCs, everyone was wearing another teammate's like jersey. So when you guys were
yes.
doing the 2v1, you and Mackenzie against Dylan,
Oh,
you were wearing Mackenzie's jersey and Mackenzie was wearing yours. And I was like shagging the ball behind you. And I kind of wanted to say to both of you, I was like, this is kind of adorable. You guys are wearing each other's jerseys. You guys are so locked in, and Dylan was locked in. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and save this for later. But now it's later, and I thought that was adorable.
that's so
Good.
true. I
Like from
forgot about
it
that.
was, it was like it was like it was cool. You guys were wearing each other's jerseys.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
sent that in a group message about like wearing each other's jerseys, and I was like, hell
Mhm.
yeah, because I just got that Mackenzie jersey like I don't know 3 weeks before that, maybe a month before at
from
Beast
Beast
Coast.
Coast.
So I'm
Yeah,
like, I know what I'm wearing, dude. It's like my
yeah.
favorite jersey right now.
Good stuff.
Does anyone have anything else to add to the finals?
That was a great finals, honestly. Definitely
Yeah,
definitely a great
yeah, it was
one.
good. We worked well as a team. Yeah, worked out really well.
Sam
Yeah,
Jones played phenomenal too. I know we didn't touch on
Yeah.
that, but he was fucking killing it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. He was great for sure. God, the way he moves too. Great movement.
Smooth.
Always sets up for the catch right afterwards. He has such a quick release. It's never. I feel like it's not. It's more like sidearm. I think not really overhand. Sometimes he has a very like pronounced overhand throw, but different release angles and yeah, just a tough guy to get out.
Yeah, great.
Absolutely.
All right, so that was our Boston mixed recap. We didn't go into crazy detail, but I definitely wanted to bring it up. Let's talk about Toronto. So I didn't go to Toronto. I was watching it with the Not My community this weekend, but I want you guys to talk about, let's start off with this. How was a travel out to Toronto?
The Justin question.
For me, you're gonna talk about a goal wild pass.
Yours is way worse.
No, mine was fine. Usually, so the first time I went to Toronto was in kickoff early this year, and I flew there. And this time I decided to drive. It was originally like going to be a full car with a lot of people, but we had some people back out at the last moment. So it was just me and Jackie driving up and then picking up Matt from the Buffalo airport. And I love long drives. I love long drives so much because I get to like listen to podcasts. I get to listen to Ryan. I get to listen to Kim. Rushdown. Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad. Good ad though.
Like listening to podcasts for me while traveling for dodgeball really gets me like into like the mindset, but also learning the lore behind, different people in dodgeball. Like I learned so much. I am still relatively new. I only started last year. My first tournament was nationals last year. That was my first USA dodgeball tournament.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah, I just started. So the podcasts are usually a way for me to like understand other players more, but also understand people in my community. Like I love listening to Dylan's like podcasts whenever he talks about dodgeball because I get to understand Dylan a lot more, you know. So that's why I love long drives. And it was like a 9.5 hour drive. We were waiting. Jackie and I went to like Buffalo, and I brought like this like really good like chicken, buffalo chicken, and I brought it to Matt also. It's like I lived in Buffalo for 4 years, so it's like there were a lot of different like nostalgic places for me that I wanted to share while we're in Buffalo. I would do it again. I would drive again, to be honest.
Was it wing nuts?
No, it's called Bocce's. It's at a pizzeria. It's called Bocce's Pizza. And they have like these like oven roasted wings that I think are incredibly good. So it's been like 4 years since or 5 years since I've had that. So it was nice to share it with Jackie and Matt. I also brought it back to our Airbnb for anyone else to try.
they're good wings. They're quality.
So Matt used your Go Wild pass from Florida to Buffalo, and then you guys took how long was it from Buffalo to Toronto?
About
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yep. Yeah, made a lot more convenient. It timed up well enough too. So
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Yeah. I mean, Justin, you said 9.5 hours, and I was like, brother, that is a typical day for me. Been doing it for 10 years, listening to podcasts too.
yeah,
I know, but it all makes it all the more better when you're like sharing that road trip with people that you care about. So like I love Jackie. Jackie's definitely my best friend. Like I could tell her anything. So the fact that like we can drive up together and talk like nonstop is great. So honestly, I feel like I'm always enjoying long road trips with anyone who's in the car with me.
Did you let her drive?
No, I didn't let her drive.
Smart.
Do
Do you want to know why I'm saying this?
No, what do you know?
All
How
right.
do you know this?
All right. So we played in an Allegiance tournament. Shout out
Uh-huh.
Kevin, like 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And there was a massive, massive puddle. You should not drive through this fucking puddle. And she drove right through it, and she got stuck. Her car turned off, and we were supposed to go out to like 20 of us, like out to dinner, and she didn't go. And I don't know if I like text her or the next time I saw her, I'm like, hey, what happened? And I didn't know what car she was driving, but we were leaving the parking lot. I saw someone stuck in the puddle. I'm like, oh, what an idiot. It was Jackie. So that's why I was asking that.
Oh, yeah. I think when we were driving to Boston or when we drive to like Nutmeg, she was driving this back when she like was living in Long Island. And there was this point where I was like, "Listen, Jackie, I'm gonna drive from now on," so that I was driving her car back home. But yeah, she's funny.
I'm like that literally wherever I go. Like for every single Long Island tournament, I think I went. There was one time I went to a Yankees game, so I took the train down there, and then Ben Stolfi drove Sean and I back up. But every single time, I'm like, I'm going down. Who wants to come with me? Because I trust myself driving, and I don't know if I trust anyone else. But that's just me. All right, so we talked about the travel and how we got to Toronto. So let's talk about your teams. Justin, what teams did you play on?
So my open team was Goshzilla, and it was mostly Canadians. Shout out Danny, shout out Connor, shout out Nick the Door, Chad. Like we had such an incredible, great vibe team. Our team chat is always going off. Our team chat's probably still going off because everyone's just like it's just fantastic to have teammates like that. So and we had these like really sick jerseys that we made with Luke Finder, hashtag Luke Finder, hashtag ad.
They were sick.
He makes sick jerseys, and we have
Yeah.
like a fan shop right now with VCU. So if you can order one and have it like shipped to your place, which I love too, because you know if you want to just order one, you can. So Goshzilla, we were doing incredibly well. I did get hit in the eye, so I was playing with like one eye for a little bit. The vibes were great. We I think there was a team that we beat like 12-1 or 12-2. Everyone was making like great catches, great throws, great teamwork. We had our own little playbook that we're following, so that's pretty cool too. It's a great way to play with Canadians, you know, and it was me and Derek from the United States. Everyone else was from Canada. And then I wasn't going to play mixed because finding a mixed team is always so hard for me for some reason. But then one of my friends from Goshzilla did get injured, and he asked if I wanted to sub in for him. So I ended up playing on Danny's Whole Hogs. That was our mixed
Oh,
I didn't realize that was a team name.
yeah.
I saw it on the stream. That was hilarious.
We went against Toronto Blitz, which was Jeff Snow's team, and I was popping off. We were all popping off. Our girls were so strong too. Um, Mia, Talia, Elise, like they're so strong, so smart, so confident. And I loved playing with them. It was also my first time playing Outsiders, so it was my first time like sharing
Ooh,
with Eli and
how was
Logan.
that?
It was great. To be honest, I thought it was going to be lopsided, but it wasn't as much. It was a great game. It was fantastic playing. Watching Eli go off like right in front of you. Logan was killing it. Logan's amazing. You also had Benji. Benji's incredible as well. It's so cool playing against the outsiders. You spend a lot of time. I spent a lot of time, watching their film, watching them play. So playing against them was honestly, it was fantastic. I loved it. Um, those are my two teams.
Was Eli throwing lefty and mixed, or was he throwing righty?
Eli was throwing lefty against us. Yeah,
I
but
saw that he was throwing righty on Saturday, and I was like, sick.
Yeah, he did writing for men's.
those guys are so talented, so talented.
The fact that I'm even like, hey, what hand was he throwing with is just
I
fucking crazy.
know.
And like literally a tournament outside of the country, like what?
Yeah.
But Matt, what teams did you play on this weekend?
For men's, side note, actually, I didn't. It was super last minute. I joined both these teams officially on like Wednesday, like halfway during the week, so just a couple days before tournament started. For men's, though, I played with Howl. I believe they are I'm pretty sure they're based in Vancouver. They're definitely a Canadian team.
Yep.
I had really only, I had never, I had never met about half of the team before. So that was kind of cool. I knew of them at least. I knew they were at the thing. I know they routinely go to these, they go to these kickoffs, clashes. They go to all that stuff. But it was sort of a hybrid mix. It was about half Canadian, half U.S. So on the U.S. side, we had Derek Johnson, we had Brandon Officer, we had myself, and then Canadians on the team were Jackie Luang, Hubert New, who those two are, I think they're technically, or they are official members of Howl. They're actually on the team. And then the other two Canadians are on other teams. So Eldon Wu, I believe he's Manitoba. I think he's on Dark Horse. And then Cody Burke runs with Hardest Foam typically.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I got a message probably early on in the week, like, hey, here you might, Cody reached out, hey, I hear you might be considering coming to this last minute, we have an open spot. Let us know if this is feasible. Like I said, about midweek, I figured out I could make it happen, and yeah, ended up ended up being able to make the trip. Again, it wouldn't have been possible without Justin, though, obviously. So thank you again for helping me get there, helping make this happen. But that was the men's team, and then for mixed, I was on mixed berries, which is more or less, give or take a couple players, most of the mixed foam team from last year's Worlds for Team USA. So on the guys' side, we had myself, we had Brandon Officer, Nico Nadal was there, we had Derek Johnson, and then we had Justin Pothoof. I hope I'm saying that correctly. He's typically on Class, another Seattle player. And then for the girls, we had Kiara Ota from Los Angeles. We had Kara Monroe. We had Aaron Greenlee.
MVP.
Yeah, MVP went crazy this tournament. Uh, and then we picked up Carla for this one as well. So we had subs on both sides, which is good. I think we rotated really well, really evenly. We had two separate counts, so we had 5 guys, 4 girls. So we could never just say to everyone, hey, number 4 is sitting this game. For the 2 guys had to sit each game, 1 girl had to sit each game. But like I said, we made it work. It was really smooth overall. So yeah, definitely a good time this weekend.
And Mixed Berries took on the championship, and you guys won against Brick Squad. So
Yes.
Mixed Berries is like what now, 2-0, 3-0 as a team?
Yeah, I think that's the funniest thing. This is really realistically. I mean, we've probably practiced I think we've had 1 practice maybe. I mean, if you want to count the combine, I guess. But we had that combine. I'm sorry, we had the combine last year. I want to say that was like March of 2024, and then we had the practice, you could say, for Worlds in June in Denver. We had actual Worlds in August, and then I know a lot of these people kind of play weekly. Some of them live in the same in the same metro, same city, whatever you want to call it. But we hadn't really teamed up until or any time between Austria and Minneapolis. So there's about an 8-9 month hiatus of this collective group together. So between Minneapolis and then Toronto together.
So you guys played in Minneapolis and Toronto, so 2-0.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, you guys were killing it.
You could say 2-1 if you want to count Austria, but
Oh, what API? Oh, I'm sorry, you said Austria.
Worlds, yeah.
Yeah, Worlds, yeah.
Wait,
No.
we mentioned Aaron Greenlee, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, Aaron. She got hurt, unfortunately, right before finals, I want to say.
I saw, yeah, it was on the stream.
Yeah, that was the. Oh no, I'm sorry. Was that the Outsider Series or was that the?
I believe it was semis. You guys were on court 2, if that helps.
Okay, so that was probably Sins. That was realistically, we had a hell of a bracket. Both like for men's, we played really good teams in men's. We played really good teams in mixed. There weren't really any. Even on paper, there wasn't really a single series on either of the teams I played on where it's like, okay, this shouldn't be close, or we played really good teams each round, realistically.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the format. So obviously it was round robin. How many teams were there total for men's, women's, and mixed, if you guys know off the top of your head?
I studied for the exam, so I'll tell you. There's 30 men's teams, 24 women's teams. There's 24 mixed open teams, and then 20 mixed rec teams. And the difference between the mixed open and the mixed rec is mixed open is much more competitive. And if you have to ask whether or not you can play rec, you probably can't play rec. So those are the numbers. I studied for this one. I got this one. I have to make Mark proud.
Yeah, was prepared.
Shout out to Mark and Dodgeball Toronto though. Geez, like the amount of work and effort they put into Clash and Kickoff, it's just amazing. Just like a lot of love their way, honestly.
That's the tournament director?
Yeah, Mark. It's Mark and Jeff Snow.
Right?
Shade was is also there, working her heart out. Denchenko is a great face for Dodgeball Toronto, does a lot of that socials. There are a lot more people. Dylan does like a lot of those compilations and the photography and the videography. So shout out to Dylan as well. It really takes a village, and they have a fantastic village, is what I'm trying to get at.
It's awesome. I mean, even down to the streaming. So they had like the commentators, like at least two every single series for the most part. There
Yeah.
might have been one or two that wasn't. And then they have like the encore interviews afterwards with Nick Tachenko.
Yeah.
They have like fucking replays now, which is sick.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the tournament was only a couple of days ago, right? And they're already uploading everything. It's like
Hmm.
like I think they're practically done. They should be maybe done either by tonight or maybe tomorrow. And that's incredible. That's amazing that they're able to like do all this and be so efficient. Just props to them, honestly.
It takes a long ass time. So like I've been streaming since like Minneapolis. So I'll post the stream. Obviously, it's live, and afterwards I'll go through, cut everything for flight, and then whatever team I'm playing on, and then I'll also cut other things for other teams that I know will watch it. That way, they don't have to sift through like 10 hours. But
Wow.
that
Yeah.
shit is very time consuming. So the
Yeah.
fact that they have literally a 3-day tournament all pretty much out on YouTube, I saw this morning. They posted a shitload last night. But the
Yeah.
fact that they already have all that out there is crazy. That's
Yeah.
definitely not one person.
No, no, for sure.
The village.
It's a village.
Yep.
So obviously, we talked about the round robin, the amount of teams, ball type. So it was baden foam.
No, it's Joy
I don't
Life.
think so.
Joy
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Life.
was Joy Life.
Baden balls are really hard to get in Canada. With the tariffs, I'm sure they'll figure out a way to
Smuggling balls.
maybe we'll see. I'm sure that's a conversation for our fellow Canadians. But for now, I think they're using Joylight. And they'll talk about that later. Even Worlds right now is still Joylight, so nothing official has changed there. So we'll see. But it was Joylight. Yeah.
Okay. And then how many, not how many, how much time per series was there? Like how long were
24. I think 24 round robin.
24
12
minutes sounds right. I can't really tell how much it was for brackets. I can't remember, but
Bracket.
24 sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, bracket. It felt different sometimes. I thought it was 17:30 each half, but then I thought it was either 17:30 or 18 minutes each half. And then once that first 17:30 was up, you would game would stop. You go to no block, but I believe that no block didn't just it wouldn't just zero out like once the 17:30 or the 18 was over, it would cut into some of that time of the second half.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So 36 total, and I know bracket you get they kind of screwed us one game on the rules, but you did get one timeout each game. It wasn't each half like it is sometimes, but each side is supposed to get one timeout each series, I guess you could say.
So for anyone who's watching and that isn't familiar, these Toronto tournaments are absolutely insane. There's a lot of time that you're playing. It's a 3-day tournament, so I think a lot of people will see these tournaments and be like, they brought 9 people, they brought 10 people, what the hell? But it's a ton of playing time.
Yeah, yeah. It's a marathon. It really is.
Yep.
Ron, you got to come next time. You would love it.
Should.
It's really good. You can go on the Gold Wild Pass if you want to.
Meet us in
No,
Buffalo.
absolutely not.
Ryan,
No.
I will pick you up. And you can drive if you want.
All right, so I definitely do want to go to these tournaments. I've had a crazy FOMO, but for me personally, Caden's only 6 months old, so I don't want to be outside of the country
Oh no.
when my son is so young. But I mean, I definitely do want to go because, let's talk about it right now. So, what are some differences between USA ran tournaments and then Canadian ran tournaments?
I mean, I can only speak for Kickoff and Clash, and I do have a very limited experience with tournaments. I am still relatively new. For me, the Canadian tournaments, the showing is very, very big. And even after a team gets knocked out, people still stay to watch, right? Mark and Jeff do this really great job of making sure that there are a lot of seats in court 1 or in court 2, so there's a lot of room for people to like sit and watch the game. They also have like a room dedicated for people to put their stuff, so that way there's more seats available to sit and watch. They also go very gung-ho with the social media aspect of it. I think we had like 3 videographers, a couple of cameramen, and then you have like Dylan who makes like a compilation video usually at the end, like a really really sick one, really really good one. So there's a lot of social media that goes into it, a lot of clips and highlighting players and the things that they do on the court.
Mm.
We do that at USA Dodgeball too. Right, like I do help with the USA Dodgeball social media as well. But for them, it's like it's a different machine. It's definitely a machine worth, emulating on the USA side. Um, a lot of love, a lot of effort put in from Mark for sure. Mark and Jeff for sure.
It seems like they're very quick to post everything too. So like I saw you guys were playing on Friday, and then I see pictures Friday night on like people's Instagram stories. I'm like, damn, dude, like that's not from last year or 6 months ago. That's from today because I could see what jersey they're
Yeah,
wearing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that crazy?
Impressive.
Is that insane?
It really was because I'm like, there's no way that they had it out, and I'm like looking at, it, I'm like, oh no, this person's wearing this jersey. Like they weren't on that team last year. That's from a few hours ago.
Mm. I think a couple other things to call out as well. They do have, I mean, they have prizes. So, I'm sure the registration fee is a little higher than it would be in the U.S. for a tournament like
Mhm.
this.
Mhm.
Uh, and I'm not break down all the financials or anything, but there are prizes I want to say for the top four teams. So I mean, that's cool. That's good to see. That's kind of a thing of past in the U.S. It seems. It seems at this point you just get like a free entry into your next one if you win. Um, as well as I know the U.S. does this sometimes, but I think it's a cool little aspect. It makes it feel like ESPN a little bit, where there's like a post game interview a lot of times after certain, at least
Mhm.
on the stream court after the matches. Like whether it's Danchenko or one of the commentators will come onto the court right after the series, after you high five the other team, it's like a game and everything, and they'll interview someone for 2 3 minutes. It's nothing too time consuming, but I think that's a cool element. On the admin side as well, as Justin mentioned, there's like you said, there's that dedicated room, so there's not stuff everywhere uh, around the bleachers of the actual court. But as well as the actual staff, they had like a room upstairs dedicated to just the staff. Here's Subway sandwiches, pizza, like they had a fridge full of drinks, all that good stuff. So just catering and giving them one less thing to worry about because obviously
Yeah.
there's a crazy amount of stress, responsibility, and dedication that goes into making a good tournament what it is. And I think that's just giving them one less thing to have to worry about. Like, oh man, I'm starving. Like I can't even function on this. Like that's not even an issue in these tournaments.
Yeah.
So just like I said, merch tables too. I think are really cool. I think this one particularly, they're selling like event specific stuff. So like tanks, shirts, hoodies, windbreakers, shorts, all that good stuff. Just related merch. I think they had like stickers too. I didn't really look at that table too much. They had almost an auction or a fundraiser. I think also people on past Team Canada's had whether I think they donated some of their jerseys and you
Yeah.
could like was like a silent auction. I want to say you could bid on them.
Yeah.
That's pretty unique. Um, like I said, they're good on the schedule too. They didn't really, you didn't feel compared to my last experience with this tournament, it ended on time from how I remember. Like I went to this tournament 2 years ago and I was in the mixed finals 2 years ago, just like this past year, and I think that it ended at like 12:30 or like it was after midnight. So you're not like forget the after party at that point. Like forget even getting
Mhm.
clean, forget getting food after. You're just going straight to sleep. But I want to say the mix at this time around ended at 10. Men's, women's. I want to say ended probably around the same time as well.
Yeah.
So
They're
all
prepared to
divisions
get that done.
ended. Yeah, ended in a timely manner. So that's always appreciated.
Mhm.
But yeah, really really well run for all divisions.
And that's like one of the important things too, right? Like when you have an event like this that you love, that everyone loves and is appreciative of, right? Like just go up and see how you can help, right? Like help is always needed somewhere, somehow, and if you love it and you want it to keep going and keep getting better, then you offer the time that you have or the effort that you have, if you can, of course. And that's just what you see with the Canadian tournaments. Everyone loves Mark, everyone loves Jeff, everyone loves Dodgeball Toronto and what they do, and you see that it's really a group effort. It really is.
I think only other thing to call out is line refs as well. They're consistently the teams that ref. They're not just like, hey, put two people on each side of the court. But like in this tournament, one of my least favorite things watching back film is seeing that the other team lined out and no one saw it. So that wasn't really. I don't think that was a thing here. Not that I noticed at least. But it's just good having those people in place. So I think that's another precaution.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't think I've seen any tournament do this, and I think that we need to start doing this. You have line refs on either side of the court, right on the back line.
Mm.
Have you ever seen a line ref on the middle line?
No, I think it's a good idea though. I support that for sure.
There's like people who are notorious for stepping on that middle line all the time, and you're on the back
Mm.
line playing defense in the corner, the ball in your hand. And you're like,
Yep.
dude, that guy stepped like 6 inches over the line. And
Mm.
you can't blame the refs because the refs have so much other shit to look on. But
True.
we got
True.
two line refs on either end. There should be one in the middle.
True.
That's a very valid point. I never even thought of
That's
that. That's good.
a very good idea.
That would
Not
be
only
great for the
that,
game.
but also to see if if the ball was cleared before it was thrown. Right.
Yeah.
For like a pitch or something. It's actually not a bad idea at all.
We did it in semi-pro last year. So there was a tournament where Charter didn't win. I forget. I think it wasn't Soup Troop. I'm trying to think of the other team that won last year for semi-pro. Justin, can you help me out here?
Puppy Pound?
Puppy Pound. So Puppy Pound, I forget who they're playing, but obviously it wasn't us. So I was head reffing, and I had Sean ref right down the middle line. And he's like, hey, I got the line because I know you keep on looking at the line. You ref the game, I got the line. And it was 10 times easier to ref.
Yeah. That's a very good point, actually. We should talk about that. Yeah. Good
That's
point.
revolutionary, honestly.
Yeah.
That could be that's huge, honestly.
I was thinking about that like literally right after the call with Kim like a week and a half ago. And I'm like, oh, should have fucking said that. That would have picked up so much more steam on his podcast, not this. But I do think it's a good idea. And I think that people should start looking into it because
Sure.
it could be game changing.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You're absolutely onto something.
Yeah.
That is all I have for Toronto, unless you guys have anything else to add.
Just shout out Toronto, shout out Mark, shout out Jeff. Show them love.
Really, really competitive tournament. Lots of like I said, lots of some familiar faces. It's cool seeing the blend of teams. Uh, yeah, just like I said, a really good time in both, at least for myself, both divisions that we played in. Had a lot of fun in men's, had a lot of fun in mixed as well. So just getting that opportunity to be able to play, and like you said, it's always good playing against international people, international players.
Yeah. Also great vibes at our Airbnb. I loved our Airbnb.
Yeah, it was sick.
I
Nice.
was telling Brittany, I was like, that's a core memory for me for sure. Like
Yeah,
it was great. Especially the card game we were playing.
yeah, that was good. Good stuff. Shout out to Nico.
Yeah, Nico.
And the 10 McFlurries.
Yes.
Teddy Tillman with the 10 McFlurries.
Yeah, Teddy Tillman, man. He was yeah, Nico brought to light a card game where you depends how many people you have. I think we started with 6 and then we got up to like 12 or 13 at one point. Ridiculous. But you're basically playing like Texas Hold'em, and you start with your 2 cards, and it's more of a collaborative version of Texas Hold'em, but you're pretty much trying to determine who's got the best hand, who's got the worst hand, and like rank your hands 1 to 6, 1 to 10, however many people you have. And obviously the picture becomes clearer and clearer as the game goes on, but you can't specifically say like what card. You can't just be like, oh, I have a 2 and a 4, because that'd be way too easy. But
yeah,
you want to use euphemisms almost, or you want to try to
some kind of
draw some
analogy.
sort of an analogy, a parallel. You want to try to draw something. We were doing all sorts of different topics, and yeah, it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. And then halfway through one of the games, I think it was a joke, but I think I don't even know who brought it out. Someone was like, "I want ice cream," and then Bo's like, "Man, I'll order ice cream right now." And little next thing you know, it's a half hour later, and the ice cream man pulls up with 10 McFlurries, some fries from McDonald's.
Why do I
Good
feel like
stuff.
that's an Aaron? Why do I feel like Greenlee brought that up, having wanting ice cream?
Wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. Well, yeah, she was stocking like the sour candies. There's a little bowl in the middle of our table, and we were eating those, and then ran out of those. Whatever peach things that Officer had,
Oh yeah.
those went quick. So yeah, it's probably just like, man, I need some sugar, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's how that came to be.
Yeah,
So,
definitely a lovely group of people to like share that weekend with, for
oh
sure.
yeah,
Great
good
vibe.
stuff.
The McFlurry plug.
Mm-hmm.
A shout out to all the
Sure.
winners. So Valkyrie won for women's, Outsiders won for men's, and then Mixed Berries won for mixed.
Yep.
Yep.
Got it right. And then I saw Sierra. Shout out to Sierra
Yeah.
Ortiz. She won
MVP, MVP.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Long Island dodgeball women,
Hell yeah, I love to see it.
Jackie was MVP for Jackie and Quan were MVP for kickoff, and now we got Sierra. Looking good, right?
Hell yeah, I love to see it. I saw it, I think, yesterday and then also again this morning. I had a super big smile on my face. Happy for her.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make a post about it because Taylor Pineda, won with Outsiders, and then Kara, now she's in New York. That's ours. She's
Oh,
ours now. So she won with mixed berries, and then you got Sierra MVP. That's a Long Island sweep, if I do say so myself. I'm just saying.
is Kara living in Long Island, or I'm sorry, on Long Island, or is she living in the city?
She's gonna be in like the city.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's move on to questions from the people. So, everyone who sent in questions, thank you a lot. Let's get into them. Question from John Carlo. Rank your top three go-to orders from all you can eat sushi.
That's a quality question, man. We went funny side note about Toronto. We one of the days ended at like 9, I want to say 9:30 or so.
9:30 sounds
Is that
right. Yeah.
right? Yeah, we went to and we found an all you can eat spot that closed at 10. So we kind of estimated we were going to we had about 15 minutes basically. We walked in, the lady, we sit down, the lady's like, "Hey, you got 15 minutes to order," which is like one order, because that's not enough time to eat everything and then determine whether or not you need more. So yeah, we dropped like a 60 bomb, I think, on sashimi.
60 bomb, dude. It was 105 pieces.
Yeah, well, 100, I think it was no 108,
60. It
108
was like
total.
double that.
No, I mean sushi. I'm sorry, I mean salmon
Oh,
sashimi
sashimi.
only. Yeah,
Dude, I feel like they just gave us a fillet of salmon and just like clipped it a little bit and like
chopped it.
have it. Because
Yep.
we were like pulling it apart. It was not coming apart.
Yeah, it was good. It was really epic. I'm still convinced we didn't get everything. I think they forgot a couple of stuff, a couple of rolls or pieces, but it was good. It was good. Still good
We
stuff.
still got kicked out though.
Yeah, we simply ran out of time. It's just not enough time. But
So
yeah.
it's like 15 minutes order and then eat, or 15 minutes order and then eat.
Uh, what 15 orders, 30 to eat? I think we were out by 10:30. I want to say.
Yeah, 10:30. We definitely overstayed.
Yeah,
Because they wanted us out.
What would your
yeah.
top three rankings be?
Who's going first?
It's funny, Matt, because I feel like we're gonna just go for the thing that gives us the best bang for our buck.
Value.
Like it doesn't value it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. If it's expensive, right, for what it is, that's
Mhm.
what it's gonna be. So
For sure. Yeah.
that's what makes it hard, right?
Yep. Uh, I mean, I have a clear number one. Yellowtail, anything with yellowtail on it, because you just
Mm,
don't find that all the time. And most places that do have yellowtail, it's only on the dinner menu.
mm.
Which I don't know if this is a little known fact or not, but the dinner menu is always going to be more expensive than the lunch menu for all you can eat. Uh, it costs more, but you also get like a better selection. So I'd say like yellowtail sashimi probably, or locally by me there's a place, there's a crazy yellowtail roll. I get it every single time I go. Just really good stuff. So that's clear number one.
Yellowtail.
Uh, I want to say number two is like the masago or the fish eggs. I think
Because
put
it's
in.
expensive for this way, like because that's bang for your buck right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'm more so going ingredients. I guess it's tough to do an entire order, but again, I,
Mm.
I usually do sashimi for the most part, so that's a staple as well. I add that as a topping pretty much on like the rolls I'll get or on the
Mm.
sashimi I get that and like spicy mayo, quality stuff. Um, And then three, I mean, three is usually the other thing I usually go out of my way to do. I'll get some sort of roll with cream cheese in it because I think that flavor just blends really well with whether it's like a fried roll, like a salmon cream cheese fried roll, or even sometimes you get like tuna cream cheese, like anything like that. I would say. So if there had to be a top three, it's gonna feature those three ingredients. I would say.
For me, I'm not picky at all. I'll just copy whoever is right next to me. Brandon Officer has a fantastic palate. I know he wouldn't say that, but he has a great palate in terms of like food. So if Brandon's right there, I'm gonna copy whatever Brandon says because he seems to
Respect.
have a dad. So I'm just not picky. So in this case, I'd probably just follow Matt. The Misago, the yellowtail number one, and apparently cream cheese. I'm a little skeptical about that, but I guess
Cream
we'll
cheese
order
fried roll.
cheese on it.
Yeah.
You said fried cream cheese? What was it? A fried roll with cream cheese in it?
Yeah, it'll be some combo of it'll be crunchy. I think that it's the crunchy on the outside because they fry it, and the cream cheese, like those flavors combine together, as well as that,
I guess
as well
that's
as
my number
that
three. I
yeah,
guess
as well
that's
as that
my number
seafood.
three, unless Brandon says otherwise.
You would have said like wheat ice cream or something. I don't know.
Hey, not on this podcast.
No, not here. That's funny.
But it would work.
I think
Brandon
I
on
might
the
have had
order.
sushi like one time in my life.
Really? Dude, the sushi in Seattle was my all time. We went to Fob Sushi in downtown Seattle. I really don't know where. Went with Bo, Shota, and Casey Bisted. And dude, that's another core memory for me. Like I don't know if I ever showed you like the videos of what the sushi looked like there. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And like we all had sushi outside. Just it was. But if there's a place to go, I'm gonna recommend you. I'm gonna remind you if you go to Seattle next time. I'm gonna remind you to go there. Hopefully it's with me, so I'll take you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Another question from Giancarlo. How many pieces of sashimi do you think you can eat in one sitting?
Woo. Who's going first?
105.
105? You drop 105? Oh my gosh.
Matt, I feel like you could drop 105 and still have time for space for cheese.
It's for Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm trying to think. I guess the one clarifying question I would ask here is, do you count the fish eggs or the masago as a sashimi? So like my typical go-to when I go to these all you can eat spots, again, like as a precursor, I'm fasting for like 18 hours before to try to get the value typically, or like on a weekend or something. Shannon and I will landscape all day, and then we'll be like, man, we're hungry. Where do we go? You know where we're going. We're going to the sushi buffet. So
with the Tupperware.
Yeah. I can't confirm that, but yeah. The opening order is typically, at least at our go-to spot, it starts off with like I'll put together a good little mix of stuff. It'll be 10 yellowtail sashimi, it'll be 10 tuna and 10 salmon. And then after that, there could be any sort of combo of well, honestly, last time I ordered 10 Masago, and then instead of 10 individuals, they just gave me like a freaking bowl of fish eggs, basically.
Wow.
Tell them about it. Oh gosh, confess to that. That's like I don't know. Anywhere, intruder here.
Diet Coke to go, please.
Yeah. Just sometimes we'll chuck a couple pieces in the book bag in the top.
Funny.
Every now and then.
And boss's purse.
Yeah, the boss purse. But yeah, the opening order is typically like 30 to 35 pieces of sashimi, and I'll usually have a couple more rolls after that. So I mean, if I dedicated everything to sashimi only, truthfully, that's why it's so valuable. That's why you get so much value out of it, because there's no rice involved, and because of how filling rice is. I mean, I think I could reasonably put up like 60 to 70 sashimis in one sitting. I've never experimented with it though, to be fair. So I don't know.
Guys, we're gonna be putting up Wilt numbers.
World numbers, yeah. Well, Wilt's not even confirmed. I can get mine on video.
I'll make a highlight. I'll make a compilation video about Matt sushi.
All right, tomorrow you need to go get a bunch of sashimi, and you need to bring like a piece of paper with you, and then hold up 101.
Yeah,
Easy.
honestly, for the memes, man, I'll do it. I'll try to make it happen. We might just have to.
Question from Claire from Boston for Justin. You've been a newer face in the dodgeball scene over the past year or so and have made an impact as a player, a photographer, and a supporter. What would you say has been your most memorable moment, either on or off the court, that you've been a part of?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Good question.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the question though. My most memorable would definitely be that gold with Precision for sure. Just that's like Precision is a very well-known team, and everybody there was like brothers to me. I love them. I love them so much. Derek, Marcus, Sam, Jordan Shelley, right? And then of course that 5v1 for with Jordan Shelley for that win against Hex. Even if I wasn't on Precision, that would be an all-time like highlight for me. And then it just makes it even better that I was on the team with them. So, and that was also my first gold, which is kind of sick considering I started USA Dodgeball Nationals last year. So, that would be my memory on court for sure.
I think that's my moment, my most memorable moment too for dodgeball. And I was in Connecticut watching it on a stream. And I said the story on Kim's podcast, but I said that was my most memorable dodgeball memory. But I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I was outside grilling and I had people over my house. I
Yeah.
have the stream up, I have my AirPods in, and they're like, dude, what are you watching? And it was during the finals too. And I'm like, I'm watching like my friends play dodgeball. And then Jordan clutches it up. I text him in all caps so fucking fast. Like, bro, I'm so fucking proud of you. Like, you
Seeing
deserve this.
seeing Jordan levitate over that ball. You know that jump I'm talking about? That he just like levitated right off that ball for the kill.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. And I was right there and I saw it too. I was like, oh my God, that was so cool. And the energy, like right after we like all rushed on the court and like all hugged each other and like lifted Jordan up. Dude, loved it. That's definitely it for me.
And then that last throw we had too, I think his name is Brandon, if I remember correctly.
Renfro.
Yeah, Brandon
Brent
Renfro.
Brentfro, yep. So that ball, just from the stream angle, it looked like a very catchable throw. And I'm like, no, please don't catch it.
Yeah. And Brandon's a beast, dude. He is
Yeah.
incredible.
And he was falling back too. I'm like, fuck, man, I think he's gonna catch it.
I mean,
Yeah,
incredible.
it's fucking sick. Question from Curtis Burgess. Matt, why are you such a hunk daddy? And what inspires you to keep growing and excel in the sport? I miss you, bitches.
Curtis Burgess, man, that's a legacy player right there. We need to get him back out to a tournament, I think.
We have to.
I know. Two of us used to drive very long distance. We used to do some just comparable Justin drives realistically from this past week. I mean, like he would. This is back when I was in Ohio. He would come up from Dayton to Cleveland. I want to say it's like 3 hours or so, and then it would be right after work, and we'd leave at I don't know 6 p.m. or something. We'd drive anywhere from like 6 to 9 hours to some state that's further east of us, whether it's Pennsylvania, New Jersey, I don't think we ever drove to Boston, but somewhere over there. We'd get to the city like 2 a.m., sleep in the freaking car, and then we'd play the next morning.
Love that.
Some really good
Ooh, you
memories.
slept in the car?
Good amount of times, not every single time. Sometimes we'd have a room, but it would always depend on when we forecasted getting there.
That's
Uh,
dedication.
it really is, yeah. And again, it just because it was always cheaper to just drive rather than fly, because especially you're saving. You split the gas. Obviously, you got the wear and tear on someone's car, depreciation, all
Yeah.
that good stuff. But yeah, just made sense to drive most of the time. Um, Motivational, honestly, it's still it's fun. It's dodgeball fun again. I'll be playing as long as I'm having fun with it and surrounding yourself with the right people. I'm genuinely happier to see other people succeed, like other teammates. What I mean, than myself. Like I'm never gonna be someone to like do anything outlandish after a big play. Like I genuinely enjoy seeing people that I enjoy playing with succeed. I want to try to keep contributing to be on winning teams and just try to make the other players that I'm playing with better around myself better. So I mean, like I said, I get joy out of seeing people thrive in these tournaments and these these tough spots that we get into sometimes, and just going through the adversity and being able to look back and be like, man, we gave it our all. We played an honest tournament. We did everything we could and live with the result. So
Yeah.
I'd say,
And then you get sushi after.
yeah, exactly. And then you work up a hell of an appetite, and yeah.
Or Teddy Tillman cheats you with some ice cream.
Yes.
Oh, Bo's gonna hate me after this.
Oh yeah. Hopefully he doesn't see that.
I think Bo watches this.
I'm about to get cut from Ace of Spades.
It's okay. Just join Impact.
Right?
We gotta make the playoffs first.
Shit.
Do you remember that Cleveland tournament where Sean, myself, Jeff, and Frankie came out, and it was us four, TJ, you, and then CJ?
Yeah, the pinch one, right?
Yeah, the pinch one.
The open
And
8.5.
pinch after.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a fun tournament. And then I think I got like a parking ticket along with a bunch of other people.
Shoot. That was realistically, like I said, that was kind of early on in our careers, but again, I can't stress enough, I never get to play. Every tournament I play in is always so far away, and I'm truly grateful for the amount of people that have allowed me to crash on their couch or just sleep on the floor, sleep in a bed at their house, whatever it is. That was one of my only opportunities to try to like give back to people. And I remember that night after that tournament, we had literally like 14 people stuffed in my apartment. It was cool though. It was great. We were playing like freaking Guitar Hero, and we were just like, there were probably tweez involved. We had like popcorn. I was making guac at like 2 a.m. It's great stuff.
I remember the guac. Yeah. I think I fell asleep in the middle of your living room, and there was like 8 or 9 people, and then I woke up and there was like 12. But I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, where do these people come from, man? Crazy stuff.
But like that's like the really cool thing about dodgeball. Like everyone's so dedicated to travel and play. Like we'll figure something out, right? Like you want to go play, dude. We're all friends here. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna go out and play together. You know, like Boston. Like we figured it out, right? Like that was fun.
It was good. Boston was a good time.
It worked out really, really well.
Major upgrade from the airport to the suite. So
God, I can't believe
thank you again.
Did not ever do that again. Tell me and we'll figure it out.
I remember I woke up that morning at like 4 a.m. and I saw on Shannon's Instagram story. I'm like, no way, dude.
No way, dude. Come on. Tell us. We'll get you.
It was a good memory for us though too, man. It was romantic, you know, getting blowing up that air mattress 3 a.m., being able to cuddle on the air mattress in the Boston Logan Airport for 4 hours or so.
Yeah, core memory, huh?
Yeah.
You wake up and someone's in between you and boss.
I feel like, man.
Yeah, that's our community though, right?
Good times.
That's awesome.
Realistically though, if you're a superstitious person, it led to a sweep of the day. So I mean,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't know if there's probably no correlation, but either way,
could be
good stuff. Yeah,
this is Matt's way of saying he's going to sleep in an airport again.
If we need, again, as long as Shannon's got that status, we can make it happen. That's because again, that's the only way we made it work. We had the free check bag. We packed the air mattress in it, and there you go. Yeah. Brought the sheets. It was good.
You guys should have slept in the airport Saturday night, and I would have picked you up on Sunday, and it would have guaranteed either you win or I win.
Somebody would have came with the beat.
Somebody's winning.
Yeah, we wouldn't have came out so flat in playoffs.
One of us would have gotten the sweep for the weekend.
Yeah. Vader Zim.
Zims. All right. Question from Brittany Morales. She asked, what skills or experience can retired players offer that allow current athletes to thrive? But I don't think you guys are retired. Maybe she's asking like, maybe she's asking like if you hit up someone like Nate or Vince or one of those players.
Could be. There's probably a non-politically correct story behind this from the Airbnb in this past weekend. But yeah, you can absorb a lot from people who are retired, and obviously they're a lot more experienced. I think Justin just caught on.
Oh God, no!
I think yeah. I mean, like I said, they're vets of the game. They're they've they've been through a couple different eras of dodgeball. They've seen the different talents to come and go. Not everyone is here to stay for long. Sometimes you get players that come into the game and they fizzle out after a year or two. They're whether it's family stuff, whether it's personal stuff, whether it's injuries, whether it's whatever. But like you said, just playing against a variety of people, whether you go to international tournaments, get to see the play styles of other countries, whether you play in, back in the day it was Northwest, East, South, playing in all the different regions, playing nationals. Like I said, it's really just a variety of the game that they can speak to. Unless you have a different answer, Justin, I don't know.
No, I just realized what Brittany was getting at with
Yeah,
the. No, I get it. God.
it's a clever question.
It was a very clever question, Brittany.
Yeah.
You'll hear from me after.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. He normally doesn't ask questions, so I saw that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's a good question.
It took me a while to get it, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
Ryan,
good.
Ryan doesn't know what's going on.
I have no clue what's going on.
That's what I said. I don't even know if we should bring it. I don't know.
No.
Nah, we don't have to. We don't have to.
It's a very no, like I said,
It's too
very,
hot of
very,
a take.
yeah, very clever to Brittany. Very
Very
clever
clever.
question on that. I want
That's
to
awesome.
shout out to Brittany as well. She also, if you play Pokemon Go, she has a shiny shadow perfect Ho-Oh on her account. One of the coolest things you could ever get. So that's cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
No clue.
I'd probably
Super
retire
rare.
after getting that, huh?
What is it?
I'd probably retire after getting that.
It is retire. As long as you best buddy at level 50 it, get the Stardust, spend it.
Retire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God, Ryan's like, what's going on?
No
Like, what in
clue.
the hell are you talking about?
Yo, so when Pokemon Go came out, I remember being at my parents' house. This was like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And I was like, this is sick, man. I could play Pokemon on my phone. And
Mhm.
then I'm just like, wait, what is this? And I realized you have to walk around and like go to like parks and cemeteries. And like, dude, I'm not doing all this shit.
Dude, that was the closest to world peace that summer.
100%.
Everybody was just like walking around, making friends. It was beautiful outside.
Yeah. July 2016 was that's
That's a
like you
fever
said,
dream. That
world
feels like
peace.
a fever dream.
Mm-hmm. World will never be the same,
Nope.
unfortunately.
Only been downhill since then.
That
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. That was within the same year. That's insane. That is so wild to think about.
It's crazy.
Question from Kim for Justin. How
Oh.
was it being at midseason? I've never been so. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me start over. Question from Kim for Justin. How was it being at midseason? I've never been so. Explain to me, please, the vibes and also how different it is from the USA tournaments.
No, we spoke about it before, but shout out Kim also. Hashtag ad rushdown. I love Kim. I always talk to him. Dude's. When I grow up, I want to be like him. Like we were saying, Toronto, great vibes, great community, a lot of work and effort that goes into making sure it's successful. A lot of love and love towards Mark and Jeff. I want Kim to come next time. I keep asking. I was like asking Kim. I was like, Kim, are you coming to Clash? Are you coming to Clash? I'm gonna ask him now for like a kickoff. I feel like he'd love it a lot, but I know it takes a lot of time and effort to definitely make it that way, especially all the way from Dallas. I would imagine, right? But tell you what, Kim. Instead of telling you how it is, I'm gonna drag you. I'm gonna drag you to come and play playing kickoff. I think he's gonna love it. I think it's like there's only so much you can like see through through the videos, through Instagram stories and us saying it, but like being there and experiencing it, I think it's just something incredibly special. So I'm hoping that Kim comes along for kickoff for sure.
Car's filling up quick.
That car's hey, listen, even if it means driving down to Dallas and driving back to Toronto, I would consider
Yikes.
I would consider
Oh my god.
There has to be some fun people in the car though. That's gonna make it work.
Ooh.
Guys gotta like rent a party bus or something.
Yeah.
Party bus might as well. All you can eat sushi too.
Yeah, imagine that catered, a couple of sushi boats. all the yellowtail you can imagine.
Oh God, I think I already got Madden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spicy mayo, Masago, yellowtail. Let's go.
Should have brought Shannon. I wish Shannon was there too. We'll bring Shannon too.
She went
Worry
she
about
went 2 years ago though. She'll hopefully will beat the next one because it'll be at a slower time for business during the year. So it
it.
should be a lot more feasible to go in for both of us go in
Yeah,
January.
yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah.
Let's make it work. We'll do
Hmm.
it.
Hell yeah. Another question from Kim from Matt. Congrats on winning back to back with mixed berries. What would you say makes this team so successful?
First off, thank you. I appreciate it, Kim. What makes this team successful? I really like it's a good group to be a part of. Uh, there are no attitudes you could say, that are a deterrent to a good like positive teamwork vibe or teamwork environment. You know, what we've done, I think what we've exhibited the last two finals in particular, we have pretty much set one lineup to start with, and if a lineup is working, stick with it. I think that's something that teams need to. I think people need to be able to put their egos aside sometimes. If you're not playing well, bench yourself, take yourself out. I don't care who you are. You need to be able to do that. And I think that's something that really sets us apart because there are teams out there that they're very stuck in their ways. Like this guy needs to be on the court. Doesn't matter how bad they're playing. Uh, and it's like I said, it's crazy to think that in Toronto, for example, Nico sat. We had the same three guys in the entire game. On the girls' side, Erin was hurt unfortunately, so she didn't really get to play. So who knows? Maybe we would have made some changes at one point or another. But at least on the guys' side, like I said, Nico he's been on Team USA. I don't know how many times now. He's an all-star player, but the lineup that we had was working, and he was more than supportive of what we were doing. And I think everyone on this team is going to have that same attitude. If I'm not playing well, I'm going to put someone else in corner, or I'm going to sit myself. Same thing with Brandon, Derek, any of the ladies on the team as well. They've also called it out before. Um, like I said, we're not really I think another thing that sticks out with us as well. We're not a flashy bunch. We're not gonna be like all in your face necessarily. We're just we're here to play. We're here to handle business. We have like I said, it's a good attitude. It's a good. I think our personalities mesh really well. Uh, just overall as a team, there's a lot of chemistry here, and clearly I think it's working well for us so far. So we're like I said, we're trying to build on it. And again, even considering we've played at most 5 times together as a group, so it's good. I'm excited to see how this goes going forward. And even considering that some of the guys that were intended to be on this team have not even been there, uh, it's cool to see. Like we haven't even had Lucas on this team before. He hasn't really been able to make anything yet. Gage, for example, um, all the ladies have been able to make pretty much everything, which has been nice. But yeah, like I said, it's just a good environment to be a part of.
And shout out Nico too, because kind of just what you said, he didn't play a whole heck of a lot in the finals. He was
Mm.
also on Outsiders, and they won, and he didn't really play on that team in the finals too much either.
Yeah, we love it. We love a Nico suite, man. We got some wings right after mixed at the after party. It was good stuff. It was in honor of Nico.
Shout out Nico. Nate said it on the Rushdown. I think this was an episode from like 2023 I was listening to yesterday and this morning. But he was saying in Worlds there was a point where he sat himself, and I think Kim referenced it, and he was like, "It looked like you were passing the torch," and he was just like, "No, man, like I just knew that series wasn't for me, and we needed to play faster." And he was like, "Eli just slid right into the corner." So kind of just like what you said, like just from the outside looking in, no one has egos. You guys are all really fucking good players. It's nothing flashy, and I think a lot of newer players will see like a highlight player and be like, "Wow, they're so good," and I'm like, "No, dude, that's just a highlight player." Like the
Mm-hmm.
good players, they make the right plays, and most of the time, it's nothing fancy. It's just like, cool. This player made this throw, so I need to make this throw. And if you actually go back and you watch it, be like, yo, this fucking guy had like 4 hits, or girl had 4 hits in one game, and you would never have guessed it because it was like 4 easy counters. But again, from the outside looking in, just looks like no egos. You guys make all the right plays. You guys are all supportive, kind of like what you mentioned with your lineups, which I think a lot of teams should do. And like, for example, for Flight, we did that. So like Chris Brand and Nikki were sitting a lot, just because that's what the roster and the lineups that were working the best was for the day. And that's something that we've done in the past. And I think the good teams do that or should do that.
Yep.
All right. And last question from Aaron Greenlee. Aaron Greenlee asks, you guys are handed a Crayola Crayon 64 pack, and you have to draft 6 crayons for your dream dodgeball lineup. Which 6 do you pick, and for what positions?
Are we really at our last question already? Oh man, that was fast. I'm ready for another couple hours.
We've gone 2 hours deep already.
Oh really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's it.
That's what everyone says afterwards. I have a running timer, and they're like, "No way, we recorded for that long." And I'm like, "Dude, I had to pee an hour ago." Yes, we did.
No, that was water breaks.
Matt, you want to go first? I think I have a pretty good answer, and it's a very Aaron Greenlee answer, in my opinion.
If you have a good answer, please go. Mine's gonna be I'm partially winging it on mine.
Okay. So my Crayola colors are forest green, sea green, spring green, olive green, Granny Smith apple, and asparagus. And the name of the team is called Juiced on Greenlee.
This man thought that out. That's a well thought out answer.
Yeah,
I don't think she's gonna
it's a
argue
very
with that.
Aaron Greenlee answer too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Matt?
I definitely am not that creative. I was thinking like, man, I'll put like macaroni and cheese in the middle. That's my catcher.
Wait, what?
I know it's like a variation of orange.
Is that a Crayola color?
I hope so. I think.
Oh God.
Yeah. I want to, like I said, I want to diversify. You know, you need some primaries in there. You need some secondaries in there as well, color wise. So I mean, I like, you know, I think you do need different shades of red and green because a lot of play calls end up being red and green. So just thinking of it a little deeper in that sense.
Oh shoot, I kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
I'll do like a scarlet red for Ohio State. We're an Ohio State house over here, so I'll throw that as one of them. And as far as green, you know, I'd want to put a variation. I want to say like olive green maybe. Make those two the corners. You know, put scarlet and olive in the corners. Mac and cheese is the catcher, and then what do you need? You need 3 other players. I really like the color purple, so give me like whatever the Baltimore Ravens purple is. I don't know if there's
Like a royal purple.
Shoot. Yeah, royal purple works. I got Ravens helmets all over. None of them right behind me. And then, man, what other colors are cool? Give me I'll do like a light blue, like this helmet right above me right there. Give me like a turquoise almost, like the Justin Shoes colors. I'll do that as one, and then
good color.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm trying to think who's not like really represented at that point. Do like a I don't know, like a sunshine yellow. What's that?
What about a pink?
Pink? Yeah, I'll roll pink. Pink's cool. Hot pink. Pink, mac and cheese are the middle catchers. Hot pink is the hammer out of the middle. Is your primary middle, your Bravo thrower. And then yeah, we'll go turquoise and royal purple as everyone calls it a different term. I just say one in from the corners, like your 2 and your 5. And then yeah, I'll put the Christmas on the outside. Red and green.
I feel like Matt's team is like built to win. My team is a purely vibes team.
Vibes get you there sometimes though, so that's the thing.
So Aaron did say if they don't draft Pickle if they don't draft Tickle Me Pink, they are dead to me.
Oh,
yikes.
No. Wait. Tickle Me Pink is my 7th.
Hot Pink and Tickle Me Pink, are they close? Are they cousins or something?
I
Oh
think so,
no.
yeah.
I don't want
Okay,
to
yeah.
be dead to Aaron
Technically, yeah.
Greenlee.
You got cousin Nikki, then you got cousin Tickle Me Pinky. Like there you go. I'll do that. So I'll draft them for Aaron.
Love it.
Good team.
Yeah, she for suggestions for drafts, she suggested doorknobs. So I don't know Erin very well, but I think we'd be good friends.
Oh, dude, she is great. She is
It's very
just
yeah. It's
hilarious.
very unique, like comment. Yeah, like it's really cool stuff. She brought that up at the Airbnb. She's like, "What's your favorite kind of doorknob?" And I think I walked away after that shortly because I forgot I had to go grab my shoes or something. Or I don't even know what I was doing. I had to go do
You
something,
just
and
made an
then
excuse.
I don't. I was
Just
sitting in the
walked
chair, so
away from it.
I
I
had to
missed
go
all
by.
I missed all the opinions and options, and then her like go to order at McDonald's is like bun patty bun, nothing else. She's like, that's fire. I'm like, okay. I mean, I've never done that, but that's not, I could see that. That could be good. So yeah, just I don't know. Like I said, just some interesting commentary, like really just unique perspectives. Pretty cool. So
Did you
She
guys
yeah.
needs
see
a
her?
camera following her around like the Truman Show.
Oh, could you imagine? That would be really
That'd be
entertaining.
funny.
Yeah, that'd be good
Did you guys
stuff.
see her hype video? The one she made? She put in
Hilarious, dude.
so
I showed my
good.
wife. It was hilarious.
So good, so talented. Oh my God.
What's that? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
Matt
wait, how do
doesn't
we
have Instagram.
Ryan, is there a way to share it? Oh,
No.
I'll send it to him after. I'll send it to him.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
It
hilarious.
that'll
was
work.
so, dude, it was so good. It was so
Wait,
good.
I don't
At
think
the
I've seen
end,
that.
I think someone was like, she's got that dog in her and she's just eating a hot dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It was like Bo. I think it might have been Dylan. I feel like it was like that was Dylan's voice, saying she's got that dog in her.
Funny.
So talented. I'm so happy she's part of it, you know?
Hell yeah. All right, boys, that is it. Do we have any closing thoughts or shout outs?
Matt, you want to go first?
yeah. Again, closing thoughts. Lots of some pretty good dodgeball. I'm glad to be able to take a little bit of a break for probably we have another small little thing down here in Florida in like 2 weeks. Or sorry, it's next Friday. But about 2 weeks of rest. So like I said, a couple of good weeks of dodgeball, some good success, some good experience that we're able to build upon. The list of shout outs, I had a shout out to Boss obviously for supporting. Shout out to Ryan as well for coordinating the entire the Discord group watching us. That's greatly appreciated. That really means a lot. That that you guys are watching the tournament, supporting us from afar. That the promise that does not go unnoticed. So I mean, it's really good to hear. I heard like cousin Nikki, Lamar Jackson were in there as well. I'm not sure who else, but appreciate everyone that was on that. Paying attention, supporting us from afar. Want to shout out Howell for allowing me to play with them. So Jackie, Eldon, Hubert, Cody, Brandon, Derek had a great time with them. I think we got third in men's, pretty close overall, but had a great time with them. Shout out to Justin for not only the shoes as well as making this happen. Helping get me there, picking me up in Buffalo, making this possible. All the fun we had in the Airbnb is a really good time.
Jesus.
Cheese, yeah. Well, we got the 4 for 8 Canadian actually Cheez-Its
It was a good price.
at Walmart. Crazy good deals. I don't know if you ever took the shampoo. We never returned it.
Oh, we
Just
could have
thought
bought
of
my
that.
cheeses. It's so funny. Our friendship, like me and Matt's friendship, is all because of Cheez-Its. You were there for it, right? Right,
I
Ryan?
was
Tucson,
there.
right?
You said, yeah, in
Yes.
Tucson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what started it all.
I was
Yeah.
calling you Cheese It Man in Boston. So there was like,
Cheez-It man.
we come out of the huddle. It's like you, myself, like it's us three on the Zoom right now. And Matt's like, Justin's throwing hold. And I'm like, you're in the middle, Justin. And I'm like behind Matt. I'm like, who's Justin? And then I'm like, oh, it's Cheese It Man. I'm like, Justin, who? Obviously,
it's
it's the
so
other guy with the fucking ball, but I was like, who?
it's so funny how
Who's
like
that?
friendships start, you know.
Good stuff.
I'm super happy about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quality. Fine. Last shout out, Mixed Berries as well. Everyone on that team, especially Brandon. Thank you again for
Yeah.
helping make this happen, keeping this on my radar. This Toronto tournament kind of fell off my radar, to be perfectly honest. I had no intentions of going until the week of, but yeah, thank you for including me. It's a great time.
Yeah. For me, shout out definitely Long Island Dodgeball. Giancarlo Dylan Cruz for sure, Nikki. Like honestly, like the reason why we're able to like thrive like this is because everyone's effort and hard work into it. Shout out to LA Kick and Sal. Without LA Kick, honestly, I this wouldn't be happening. I'd probably be still gonna work and go to school and stuff, and not have something to look for, another tournament to look forward to. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan, dude, you're doing a fantastic job. I'm so also fully support and I love what you're doing. Keep on going. Let me know how I can help.
Appreciate it.
Kim also. Kim would rush down. Like you guys are both doing incredible work, putting Dodgeball out there, putting the community members out there. It's very, very much loved and appreciated. Shout out USA Dodgeball. Shout out Rebecca. Like there's a lot of work being done in the background to make everyone happy, to make something like everyone can look forward to. Shout out BDL, Boston Dodgeball League. That's like another family to me. I will drive to Boston just for an open gym, even if
True.
I drive. I would go there just for an open gym and drive back just to support and play with them. Shout out Abby, Bo, the Deckers.
Claire, Dave.
Claire, you got it. Like that's another family right there. That's a whole a dodgeball family of mine as well. Shout out Nutmeg, dude. You guys are killing it. You guys are doing a great job as well. Shout out Philly, Sam Sayward, Frankie. Like this is all family. Shout out Lucas, Seattle Dodgeball. Like shout out Dodgeball Toronto and Mark and Jeff. Like this is an effort made by all these communities, and they're all able to like intermingle and help each other out and support each other. Honestly, like I know people say thank you to me, but like honestly it's thank you to everyone from me, because honestly it just adds flavor to my life and gives me something to look forward to and be happy about. So honestly, just shout out.
Well said. I don't really have too many shout outs. I will say that I think I'm going to have an episode recorded probably Monday night. So be on the lookout Tuesday for semi-pro recap. And then I think I'm going to have a guest on Thursday. That's going to be pretty interesting. I think it's going to be a really good interview, and I think everyone should watch it. Other than that, so if you are from Connecticut or, from Long Island or Boston, whatever, about my rec team Dream. Dream is no longer a thing anymore. We are Supersonics, and I will be posting our new jerseys on my Instagram, and they will be available for anyone who wants to buy it. So go check it out.
Hey,
Good stuff.
And shout out LI, it's LI Hockey Co. because they actually print our jerseys and they design them too. So I went down to Long Island on the way to one of the semi-pro tournaments to pick up the jerseys.
Dedication, man.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad, but they do a good job. I've been doing it. I mean, I've been using them, I think, for 4 years now.
Oh, and shout out New York Dodgeball, Tim Wells, for a place for me to go play with cloth, and an ever-growing community as well.
Hell yeah.
Shout
out Sarah Wood too, because I didn't say her name on my dream team for women. Sarah let me have it, deservingly so.
That's okay. She's going to be on my dream team instead. Can't ever.
we may have something in the works, not for this upcoming D League on Sunday, but the one after that. So
exciting.
Yeah,
looking forward to it. That's always something to look forward to.
I'll tell you guys after this, but you'll be like, no way, dude.
Oh, what? Now I want to know.
Yeah, you got to end it first for that.
Got to end it first.
Secret intel.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thank you for hopping on.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Thanks for having us, man.